Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nadia. I'm a Vedic Astrologer and Psychic Medium. So today we are going to talk about Jupiter retrograde in the sign of Aries and the effect of it for each zodiac sign. Alright? As usual, I will divide my explanation into several parts and the timestamp will be in description box. Okay, so we are actually right now in Jupiter retrograde motion that I believe it started around 5 or 6 days. All right. It was on 4th or 5th of September and it will last until 30 or 31 of December, depending on your location. All right. So what is the effect of Jupiter retrograde like in overall kind of mundane level? All right. So we need to remember that Jupiter and Rahu, both of them are creating Guru Chandal Yoga, right? If you notice that Rahu actually moving backward, and now Jupiter also, it's moving backward. So if you think about it in a different perspective or different angle, you can say that right now Jupiter is kind of supporting the agenda of Rahu, whatever that agenda is, whether it has to do with self-development, self-esteem, changing, transformation. And note that Rahu will be in Gandanta point, right? Because it's moving back to Pisces. So we can say that Rahu right now has a full capacity, has a full power to manifest whatever it's supposed to manifest in your chart, especially if you are actually going through Rahu Mahadasha. Observe the house where it's governed by Aries in your chart, right? If it's 10th house, if it's 2nd house, if it's 7th house, you will start to see Aries house in your chart. It's highly and very activated to the fullest, as if right now Jupiter is giving you an option like, okay, which road or which path that you want to follow, which option that you would like to take. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to prevent you. I'm not going to hinder you from it. You go ahead and choose whatever you want. All right. As if right now, again, Jupiter is accepting whatever Rahu is trying to do, Rahu is trying to give. All right. As if we talk about Jupiter by itself here. So Jupiter is sitting in the sign of Aries, okay? And it's retrograde. So what is Jupiter actually? Jupiter has to do with our worlds, our beliefs, right? Our religion. What do we think is right? What do we think is wrong? And what is exactly the path that we follow in life, right? Because without morals, without beliefs, without the foundation that we build in as a, how can I say, the core personality of us, perhaps that we get from our parents, right? We've been taught from our parents, from our religion, we're not gonna have Jupiter. Okay, so this is Jupiter. That's in the core of you as a person, right? That's why they say that Jupiter is actually the replica of Sun, right? Even if you notice that, excuse me, the remedies that you follow for Sun, sometimes it's similar to Jupiter because it has to do with what again? The beliefs, the morals, the religion kind of, I don't know, perspective and view, all right? And what do you want, what do you need in the core that you've been inherit that from your family or from your religion or even from your ancestral lineage, it's all stored in Jupiter. Now, when it comes or when it goes retrograde, it shows the person might start to question whatever they've been taught, whatever uh, whatever they've been taught or whatever beliefs that they have since a birth or since a childhood. All right. I'm not going to say Jupiter is rebellious, but this is a Jupiter that loves to question. You know, let's say for example, I'm talking in general, okay? Like some people we follow certain religion, right? Whatever that ritual is. So when you have or when you see Jupiter retrograde in the person chart, it will let them question like why I'm exactly doing this, why I'm exactly doing that, what's the purpose of it, what if I'm not feeling it, you know what I mean? So the way how the person perceive life, seeing people, seeing the tradition, seeing the culture itself, it's kind of changed when Jupiter is moved retrograde. You can consider Jupiter retrograde as if like it's Jupiter debilitate, which is not bad, by the way. You will find people who are very wise, religions, religious, very spiritual. Religious not in the way which is fanatic. They really understand what is religious is. They really understand what is the essence of God. Okay, so you will find right now, because Jupiter is retrograding in the sign of Aries, that's me, it's me as a person, me as a creator, all right, me as a Lord Brahma himself right now. It will let the person start to change gradually in whatever perspective in their life is. So again, it depends on where is Aries in your chart, right? And where is Mars or Virgo technically in your chart. There will be like some sort of intertwined link during this period of time. Obviously, Mars during this period will be already moved also to the sign of Libra. So at that point of time, which I believe it will be next month, there will be also the question regards to the relationship. So right now, it will be related to our structure and foundation as an individual, right? As a responsibility, what do I want to take as credit for myself, what I don't want to take? What do I want to take as my responsibility, what I don't want to take? Okay, what exactly I supposed to do to create a better structure for my life, and what I should get away of or let it go. All right, so you might start to feel it during this time. So when Mars is moving to Libra, later on we will start to ask and questioning ourselves, what do I want to let go when it comes to relationship? What do I want to keep? What type of people that I want to be surrounded with? What type of people I have to let them go? Okay, so Jupiter here, it's quite transformative during this time, especially Rahu will be in Gandanta and moving into Pisces here. This is quite a critical condition or situation or perspective where we really will change our direction in life. Just due to the fact, actually, this whole thing going on in Aries. In Kalapurush Kundali, Aries is the force, right? No matter where is Aries sitting in your chart, right? No matter which house is governing, wherever that Aries in your chart, this is the house that you will never give up on. This is the house that you will never let go on. This is the house that you will always and always want to create more and more and more abundance, success, and good fortune on that significator of that particular house. Okay, so you can say that Aries and Scorpio are the most strongest two houses in your chart compared with any other chart, any other placement in your chart. Okay, so this is when it comes to the overall general mundane level when it comes to Jupiter retrograde. So how do we actually read it? Does that mean like everyone will change? Does that mean everyone will feel it? Again, the answer is no. When it comes to transit, you need to understand the essence of Ashtapurga. Okay, where is Aries house? Is it strong? Is it a bit weak? How much point Jupiter actually is giving you? Okay, how much point is actually giving you, and whether you're actually going through Jupiter Antardasha, Mahadasha, or Priyantradasha, so that you consider to look at Jupiter. All right, I made a video about it. You can go through it, okay, and check for yourself. So now let us just start with every zodiac sign. Okay, comes to the sign of Aries, or if you have an Aries ascendant, all right, or your Mahadasha Lord is actually sitting in Aries, you need to look at it, okay? So Jupiter will be retrograding in your head, technically, and it's ruling your 12th house and ruling your 9th house. So this is a combination that shows there can be a shift and change in the perspective or the way how do you view things, especially when it has to do with the religion, belief system, people, teaching, right? Or teaching that you get from people technically. All right, there is some sort of change in that perspective, and it because it's in the ascendant. That's mean maybe perhaps you will go through some sort of incidents, right, or situation where you will realize things about others, you will realize things about people, and it just more as a self-development kind of period during this time. Okay, which can be very significant that it will leave a blueprint in your life for the next few years. All right, So for Aries, I don't think it will be very heavy, but you gotta be careful when it comes to the relationship and partnership as a overall. Okay, just due to the fact that it's looking to your seventh house, and Mars will be actually moving to your seventh house soon. All right. Okay, so good luck for Aries people. Now let us talk about Taurus. So Taurus, we have Jupiter here is retrograding in your 12th house, sorry, and is the ruler of your 11th and from of your 8th house. So Jupiter in this placement, it shows that perhaps the way how you see and your perspective, I would say, about religion also or about spirituality, it will change. It can shows that the person will go through some sort of again incident that they will become more indulged towards spirituality, or they become more indulged towards learning about other cultures, learning about other people. All right. And it can happen actually because they will meet some foreigners or people who actually out of their culture or out of their race. All right. That will happen due to the fact that Jupiter here is the ruler of your 8, okay, and your 11. You have to be careful in terms of your expenditure and your health and well-being, because in some cases it might indicate unexpected injury, unexpected kind of turbulence in your health that maybe it will require for you to pay attention to it. All right. Second thing, it might also manifest as unexpected traveling that may make your expenses to become a bit high during this period. All right. It's okay. It's not like a bad transit, but you just gotta need to be careful when it comes to your expenses, because seems like there will be quite a lot of movement during this time. All right. In the good way, not in the bad way though. Okay. Jupiter here, it shows that the person will be looking forward to retreat or to just like, have a vacation kind of energy. Okay, so good luck for Taurus people. Okay, now let us talk about Gemini. So for Gemini, we have Jupiter is actually ruling your 10th house and your 7th house, and is retrograding in your 11th house. So this is a bit subjective situation where it can actually impact your career, okay, in particular. So in some cases, it might indicate you will need to rectify something when it comes to the relationship and partnership that you have. Okay, whether it's like if you have a business that's made rectifications related to your own business partnership or your affiliation, or this shows a professional network circle, the way how you want to deal with them, observe them, asking them, or taking from them. There must be some sort of change. All right. It also seems like there will be rectification in the career path that you are pursuing right now, or you would like to pursue as an overall. All right. It's like a bit like a reflection, I would say, that will come via person. Maybe you will sit with person and they will talk about something, and you just click something in your head, like, oh yeah, that's right. I think I need to do this, or I think I need to do that. Okay. It's as overall is quite nice placement, nothing wrong with it, but you will start to see that your perspective, your vision about your career and what you want to do in life, it changing slowly. Okay, so good luck for Gemini people. Now, when it comes to Cancer, all right, so Cancer, we have Jupiter actually retrograding in your 10th house, and is ruling your 6th and your 9th. So Jupiter here can give you a mixed result, right? But as overall, I think it will be fine because it's in your 10th house. So that's mean there can be new projects, new work can come to you. Perhaps that project that may come is from the foreign land, right? Something related to foreign land, traveling, foreigners might start to show up in your career, or might show up in the way how you deal with work, right? It can show also some sort of expansion, all right? But at the same time, you need to be careful to not get into any law cases, all right? Or to get into argument or opposition with people from higher authorities, because it might kind of get backfired to you, all right? Because the 6th house, it's the house of enemies or people who are on the top, okay? And also the 9th house is showing the same. Perhaps you will start to feel that they are looking at you, or they are kind of focused with you of what you are doing, what you are up to, why you're doing this, why you're doing that, you will start to kind of feel like there are a lot of nagging kind of in maybe from elder figures in your family or elder figure in your workplace, right? So don't get irritated. You will be fine. Okay. So as an overall, I think for Cancer, it will be quite decent period. But there will be some sort of rectification definitely in the way how you deal with work. But I believe again in a good way. Okay. All right. When it comes to Leo here, okay, so Leo, we have Jupiter is retrograding in your ninth house and is ruling your eighth house and your fifth house. So this combination, it also shows that the person maybe will have some sort of interest to learn something new during this period, right? Learn something which is kind of foreign to them, something which is a bit different. Okay, this is also indication that the person maybe will find a guru, will meet a guru who can be different than them or what they used to or when they used to learn. Right, it can also show that unexpected traveling might happen. All right, but the main key or the main theme of why you will travel perhaps has to do with learning, has to do with self-development, or you just want to have a vacation to just like relaxing your mind. Right, this is quite excuse me, this is quite good combination also that shows the person might indulge more into spirituality because they really want to know the core of themselves. By the way, Jupiter in the ninth house, it shows an abundance because ninth house is house of luck. Okay, it can show that whatever you are trying to manifest in recent period, but you are unable to get it, perhaps you might have it in next period of time. Okay, so good luck for Leo people. Let us move now to Virgo. Okay, so for Virgo, we have, excuse me, Jupiter is retrograding in your eighth house and it's ruling your fourth and your seventh. Can be a bit sensitive placement, which it can show that there can be some sort of hidden information or hidden facts about your family or spouse or whatever condition is there with people that are quite close circle, right? Somehow they will reveal themselves or somehow they will like tell you like, hey, by the way, I want to do this and that, or maybe I need your help in this and that. So the things will be kind of unexpected, which perhaps may irritate you. All right, so this is one thing. Second thing, eighth house has to do usually with the isolation, right? And just like detaching. So this shows the person will kind of feel overwhelmed from outside world or outside kind of life. And it can shows the person will be more into their cocoon. And there is indeed a very, very heavy inner transformation within them. All right. The way how they see life, family, especially marriage, especially spouse, relationship, partnership, business, work, it kind of start to change. There is some hidden kind of trigger inside of them that it makes them feel like, okay, I think I need to pause and reflect it. Okay, especially again, Rahu is moving to the seventh house, so that's mean whatever being cooked here in the eighth house, somehow it will reveal itself in the next period. Okay. So good luck for Virgo. I mean, it's not bad though, but yeah. Okay. Okay, so let us talk with about Libra now. So Libra, we have Jupiter is retrograding in your seventh house, and we have it as a ruler of your sixth and ruler of your third. So such combination usually shows there can be some misunderstanding, miscommunication, and perhaps some sort of unexpected issues that may show up in the relationship and partnership, or whether it's an actual marriage or it's a business partnership, regardless. All right, or actually it can be even with people, with friends. Okay, Jupiter here will indeed push you to rectify how you want to deal with people, how you want them to deal with you, what type of respect, what type of boundary that you can set for yourself. All right, it can be a period where heavily triggered because of others, or you can say that people kind of problematic for you during this period. So if you feel like to just detach a bit, isolate a bit, just do not bother, I think that will be a good option. All right, do not fight, just leave it. Okay. All right, so good luck for Libra people. Let us talk about Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, we have Jupiter is actually retrograding in your sixth house. And then we have it as a ruler of your fifth, ruler of your second. Can be also kind of mixed situation. One case we can translate that if you are actually in any law case, any conflict, any issues and problems that been there in your life, somehow, somewhere, because Jupiter is moving retrograde, it will start to get released slowly. Okay, it will start to get released, it will start to get removed, especially if this issue has to do with money and family. Okay, and in the contrary also, this shows that you need to be careful to get into any conflict or any opposition with family members or with the issues that has to do with money in some way or another, right? Because Jupiter in the sixth house, it can shows the person might kind of involve and indulge in law cases, or maybe they will need to change the dynamic of their work, the dynamic of their responsibilities maybe will increase or decrease. Something in whatever they are doing as in daily routine also, it can change. All right. Pay attention to your health. It's not that there is something wrong with it. Just pay attention as much as you can. All right, because there can be a possibility to get into unexpected kind of injury. All right, so good luck for Scorpio people. Now let us talk about the Sagittarius. Okay, so now we have Sagittarius ascendant. Jupiter is retrograding in your fifth house, and it's ruling your fourth and your ascendant. Okay, so Jupiter here, it can be quite nice for you because it shows that the person maybe will kind of put their life on track, especially if it has to do or impacting your children or impacting your self-esteem, your charisma. Okay, let's say you've been feeling low or you've been feeling like kind of disoriented. You've been feeling like I am unable to put a structure or foundation for my life. Somehow, some way, because Jupiter right now it's retrograding in your fifth house, it will kind of help you or guide you or gives you that light. Okay, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? It will come as an epiphany. It will come as an epiphany or unexpected kind of change. All right. Again, in the positive way. It's not in the good. It's not in the negative way. All right. Um, we can also see here that if, let's say, for example, you are planning to change your home, planning to change your place of residency, it might happen during this time. Maybe also the person here will indulge more into evolving in terms of their skills or their talent. All right. So that's it for Sagittarius. I mean, good luck for you. I think it will be good transit. Okay, now let us get to Capricorn. So for Capricorn people, we have Jupiter is retrograding in your fourth house, all right? And it's the ruler of your third and your 12th. Okay, in some cases, might indicate a permanent relocation, especially if you have a supportive planet in your fourth house itself or in your 12th house. Okay, permanent relocation, change in residency, maybe traveling abroad, right? To the foreign land that may be, and perhaps it may let you stay in that new house or that new place, that new country for quite few months. Okay, this is not like a movement of for few days or few weeks. So it can also mean that the person will be more focused to spend more time with their family. So that's mean, let's say, for example, your family member is somewhere else, another country or another state. You will travel to them and stay with them for 2-3 months, and then you come back home, right? Something like that. But this is actually quite decent and good energy because the person will be more indulged into themselves, more indulged to their family, spending good time with people that are close to them, so it's not really bad. And if you are actually having any issues, any conflict in your home, house, family, property, and you are looking forward to get solved, then maybe it might get solved the next period. In the contrary, let's say, for example, your dasha is not really supportive, it can also show that perhaps there can be some issues and conflict in that regards. But I believe Jupiter here is kind of comfortable. So as long as you will be able to use your third house of the communication effectively, you'll be protected. Okay, so that's it for Capricorn. Good luck for you. Okay, so let us move to Aquarius. For Aquarius people, we have Jupiter is retrograding in your third house, and it's ruling your second house and 11th house. Can be quite good time. It shows that the person maybe because their desires and wishes and dreams kind of change, their perspective about things can change. So somehow you will start to put an effort in order for you to manifest whatever that change that you want in your life. Okay, it shows the person will be more courageous, more ambitious, and more towards, go get it. I want to have this, I want to have that. And somehow, somewhere, I think God will bring to you a right people, a right situation, um, epiphany, wisdom to you, because it's in your third house, in order for you to be able to get what you want and get what you need, right? I believe like Jupiter in the third house is always supportive, which means your ambitious, your effort, somehow it will be blessed because of Jupiter placement, and somehow it will be kind of structured in a certain manner in order for you to attain what you want. Okay, so if you are actually going through some sort of hardship in the last period in which thinking when it's gonna go, when it's gonna leave, I believe when Jupiter right now moving retrograde, you will start to feel better slowly. Of course, if your dasha is actually supporting on that. Okay, but as an overall, Jupiter here is quite nice. It will even make people feel attracted to you because the way how you talk, the way how you express yourself. Okay, so good luck for Aquarius people. Now, let us talk about Pisces. So, give me a second. Okay, so for Pisces, we have Jupiter here is retrograding in your second house, and it's ruling your ascendant and your 10th house. Can be considered as good. Let's say, for example, I don't want to say you had an issue, but let's say you have some sort of turbulence, all right, in your saving, in the way how you manage your money, how you manage your career and stuff like that. Now, Jupiter retrograding in the second house shows that there can be some sort of security. There can be some sort of adjustment. Whatever that money that you are waiting for to come, or that um, you're planning to recover your saving, for example. Jupiter retrograding here, it shows that, okay, things will start to get back on track in the next period. Okay. If let's say you put an investment and that investment being very like stagnant or you're losing money, perhaps Jupiter right now retrograding in that house will let you attain whatever you want to attain. All right. Even in other cases, let's say you are not facing any turbulence or anything, you're just like stable, kind of, right? Thank God. Jupiter retrograde here, excuse me. Jupiter retrograde here, it can shows even more money that comes, more stability. Perhaps you will start to invest on things, right? New opportunities that comes to you. So as an overall, Jupiter here, it's quite good. I always see Jupiter in the second house, it's pretty good. Whether it's retrograde or moving direct, doesn't matter. Usually, the person here will kind of restructuring themselves when it comes to finance and wealth and money. Okay. Yeah. In some cases, by the way, this is can shows that you might attain some sort of inheritance from a family. Okay. So good luck for Pisces. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for listening. Wishing you all the best. And yeah, happy Jupiter retrograde. So thank you. Bye.